What's up? Welcome to today's live stream. Okay, yeah. Welcome to today's live stream. I was trying to figure out something on my console. Today is Tuesday. We're already more than halfway through the month. And I still haven't gotten anything meaningful accomplished. But that's okay. You know, we all have time, right? That's all we have. In any case, last time I was here, I was kind of just working on some random stuff. And I may do the same thing today. I have, it's just a bunch of stuff that I've been putting off. Like little tedious types of things, like, for instance, making my soundboard. It's something that I've been putting off for ages. I have a soundboard that I did a long time ago. It's on my stream deck. So if I do this, right? So I have a soundboard. Obviously, it's running through my computer, but I'm thinking maybe I can run it off of my MPC sample here, or I can run it off of that MPC over there. And that's another thing I need to do. I need to create a template or a project or something for these live streams so that I don't have to continually set up that MPC so that I can have music playing through here. It's a whole process. Yeah. Anyways, so I have, like I was saying, I have some random things that I was doing. There's a blog post that I need to make ready for publishing for this week. There's also the little thing that I was playing around with last time, the coding thing. I actually made some progress on that after the stream. I decided to just cave and use VTest. So I may just go back to doing some of that as well, playing around with that. Basically what I'm trying to say is I don't have much of a plan for today's stream. I'm mostly just going to be sitting here at my desk because it's not bad right now. It's been storming lately. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into a screen share. And I just realized that I have something on my laptop that I kind of want to read. Maybe I'll just read that. Let's see here. This right here. So there's this program that I use, this tool that I use called HTTP Toolkit. And it looks like I have the latest version. We'll see. So this is a tool that I've used for like 6 years now. Is this the latest version? I think this is 1. No, this isn't the latest version. Let's go grab the latest version. One 1.261.1. Okay. Let's go ahead and close that out right there. not going to amount. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. And I got to figure out why is my gate not working correctly. Okay, so let's, all right, I guess we gotta go through the song and dance again. Anyway, so like I was saying, this is a tool that I've used for a long time. It allows me to intercept traffic on a server at the application level, which is quite handy. Now, obviously, you could use a tool like, what is it, Wireshark? I don't know why I opened up whatever I just opened up. But you can use a tool like Wireshark, obviously, which let me go ahead and update that. There's another tool that you could use, and maybe this is why I opened this up. I think it's MITM proxy, like that. Oh no, MITMP. No. P. Gosh, what's the name of that? Ah, shit. I don't know it right now, but like I was saying, you can kind of do the same thing using Wireshark. The problem with doing it here is that it's very noisy. So for instance, this interface here, this is traffic that's happening. So let's say, for instance, I refresh. Let's put this over here. All right, so if I refresh that, we'll see traffic come here. Let me kind of stop and we'll clear all of this out. Shit, I did the wrong one. Well, there's so much traffic going on. It's going to be noisy, right? And this is the problem with using a tool like Wireshark, is that it's impossible to keep up. It's always something that you see. It's something coming in every time. Let me go ahead and install and relaunch this. Cancel for now. Now, if I take a look at one of these frames here, you see there's some information, and we can obviously figure out some stuff, but this is not at the right level of the stack to give me useful information like this right here. For instance, let's say that we'll just intercept in a new session. How about that? All right, so we see here there's traffic, and we'll put that there. And we see here, we get all of that stuff in the background, and I don't have to go into the network tab here. And I see more stuff as well, right? So everything the browser is doing, I get to see it. Now, obviously I get to see the same thing here, but this isn't telling me HTTP. I'm sorry, yeah. This isn't telling me HTTP. This is giving me TCP IP or UDP. So this is at the wrong level. So while I can see data, it's not as useful as this tool here. And there is another tool called man-in-the-middle proxy, which I thought I had installed on this machine. Oh, I just didn't call it right. Okay, all right. I just didn't call it right, apparently. All right. I should probably make an alias for that. because that's hard to remember. And this is what I mean by I have like a lot of little small things that I've been putting off for so long. Like I need to organize my what do you call this thing? What do you call it? My ZSHRC. I need like that file. I need to I've been saying that I want to rethink how I go about organizing that. Maybe I can look into that. Maybe we'll figure something out. But anyway, before I get into all of that, this blog post here is by the author of this tool, AC3 Toolkit. And the only reason I'm showing this is to show why I think this is valuable. It's showing me stuff at a different level of the protocol stack. And I was just mentioning man in the middle proxy because I believe that it also what did it just do? I believe it operates at the same level, if I recall correctly. Spell it correctly. I forgot how you do this. I haven't played with man in the middle proxy in so long. I used to use it for debugging my server back when I actually knew what I was doing. Okay, so apparently I'm in the wrong view. How do I get to the right view? I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Oh, okay. All right. So I guess I need to just get a thingamajig. So we'll get https google.com for now. Actually, we'll get something more relevant to me. Did it get it? Huh. It didn't do anything. Still nothing. Oh wait, no. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. I was looking at the request, and of course, I just did. Okay, I'm dumb, stupid. Anyway, so like this shows me the same type of information as the other tool, the HTTP toolkit. Except I believe this is only for like servers or whatever. You can't just intercept traffic from an app like HTTP toolkit. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's what makes this pretty powerful. You can put this as a proxy in the middle between your API server and your app, so you can inspect all of the traffic that your app is sending. And I remember using this when I needed to debug stuff that was happening in a GraphQL server that I was hosting. I needed to see I used it to figure out what the hell the GraphQL parser or whatever. Oh, gosh, I forget what it was doing, but it was changing. It was transforming my queries in such a way where when I looked at it, it was obvious to me what it was doing and I can go back and fix it easily. But without that, I don't think I ever would have figured it out. Man, looking at this page, this is kind of heavy. I don't know if I like this. How big is this page? This is quite a large page. It's 6.8 kilobytes. Took 200 milliseconds to load. I'm not sure why I'm getting the 403. I'm not really sure why I got that. One of the things that I've been wanting to do, and this is probably, let me go ahead and test this out now. This is part of the work that I needed to do today. Actual stuff that I need to get done today. Something that I've been thinking about is using my CDN. I use Cloudflare for my DNS and hosting and all that kind of crap. I'm thinking about using Cloudflare, their CDN, right? So I have these blog posts. Let me go to the page. All right, so I mean, you may say this loaded kind of fast, but I saw it. It took a second, right? So I have these blog posts, and these images, they're being loaded, but I think I can make this faster by using my CDN. Like I'm paying for it, so I may as well use it, right? So let's take this, and this tool isn't really meant for what I'm using it for right now, but I mean, it'll work. I think I understand what's going on. It's not automatically running the request when I do it, so I have to actually run it. Gosh, 97 kilobytes, 397 milliseconds to load. All right, look, we're setting some cookies. June 16th. These are Shopify cookies, so they don't matter to me right now. I am more interested to know, like, where are my images coming from? This right here doesn't show me all the requests. This is where HTTP Toolkit will come in handy. I'll be able to see all of the requests. And they have a new mode, I think. We'll just do it with Chromium. So we'll do a fresh install of Chromium. Man, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on here. So these are all the requests that were made on this page. Whereas man in the middle proxy is the final, it's just a request, right? The final in the response. All that other crap that happens as a result of JavaScript running, this doesn't care about that. Now, I think there is a way where you can follow all of that kind of stuff maybe, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. Okay, let's go back to here. see what we can see. It's a lot of necks. I guess Shopify is built on top of Next. I didn't know that. If it is. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. This is the wrong thing. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay. I need to come down to Dr. Lin. I don't know why it's showing me all this other crap. I'm not really sure, really. Especially because I thought I just said Chromium. Yeah. Okay, so here's our initial request. And I'll make this a little bit smaller. Make it full screen. Okay, so there are some things coming from the CDN. What is this? Okay, so this is a query. Yeah, see if this where clause in this or any one of these. So I guess links match something with products, collections, pages, search, blogs, policies. Although this shouldn't be blogs. I don't have blogs. Mine will be, let me see what mine is. Mine is, oh no, never mind. I lied. It's blogs. All right. I thought I renamed it to journals, but maybe I didn't. Okay, we grab CSS. All right, I don't care about CSS. I care about my images. There should be one image on here. It would be nice if I can see like the mime type. View. All right, there's not going to be a mime type that I'm going to be able to look at. Go me. So I'm looking at this content type. I don't think I have a way to, oh, look at that. Never mind. As I'm over here saying, I don't have a way to filter. So how do I do the headers? How do I do that? All right, so header. All right, so I'm gonna do headers. Okay, here's my image. It's coming from the CDN. I'm hungry all of a sudden. I don't know where this just came from. All right, 134 kilobytes. Oh my gosh. I think I bought a compression thing. I bought some type of compressor. Give me a moment. I need to install it on this computer. That's one thing I can do right now. Compressor. photo compression, maybe. Seriously? This is it. Okay. JPEG Mini. I think I bought this. I think maybe. Oh. I'm dumb. I feel that those who watch FIFA matches are just wasting their time. What do you think? You know, like, what's the point of life? Right? Is it a waste of time to sit and do nothing and watch people play a game? I don't know. I think we all define waste of time differently. You know, it's maybe a waste of time to me because I don't like soccer at all. I don't like football at all either. And you could take that however you like. I don't really like sports. I'm not really into sports. That's not to say that I don't like some sports. I used to play basketball. I used to play football. I used to weightlift. I used to do martial arts. But no, I'm not really into the sports. But yeah, I mean, the folks who are going to FIFA, hey, like, that's what they like doing. That's what they enjoy. And I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. You know? I think that's good for them that they can enjoy that. There are other sports that are much more exclusive that, you know, not everyone can get to, which, you know, with FIFA, I do appreciate the fact that it is something that people around the world can participate in. It's not like something like F1, where while it does take place around the world, it's only really the rich who can participate in that. Now, I do understand that FIFA World Cup tickets are expensive, especially while they're here in America, but there's money in the world. People are paying the price. Okay, so it turns out I already had the thing installed on this computer. See, that's the problem. I have more than one computer, and I never know what's installed on what. I have 3 computers just to, you know, make it so I can plead my case just a little bit, you know. Why can't I eject stuff these days? Something's going on. Okay, all right, fine, it just crashed, but sure. It's called JPEG Mini Pro. Now, did I pay for it? I didn't. I'm not gonna pay for this here. Actually, maybe I will. If the right credit card is on here, then I will. Oh shit! Yes, look at that. Let me pull it over here. I need to make sure I'm using the right one. I don't see my business. I don't see my business stuff on here. Actually, I don't even see the right information. Ah, man, I'm on the wrong computer. All of my payment stuff, it's set up on that Mac, the one that's my laptop with this. Whatever, it's fine. I will worry about something else. But this is something that I wanted to, get behind. But maybe there's not much point in using my own CDN. I'm looking at this. Let's see how long this took. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see that information. All right, so that image is 210 milliseconds to load. That's not fast. It's not. I mean, considering it's what's the size of this image? Does it tell me? I get the format, but I don't see any dimensions for this image. No, I meant like not me wasting your time. I'm saying them, like whatever they get enjoyment from. It's not a waste of time. If they enjoy it, they're getting something from it. It's only a waste of time if they do all of that and they don't enjoy it. It's a miserable experience. Like that's where I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a waste of time. But nah, how they're doing, they're all right. They're good. From what I've seen, and maybe I could switch over in a little bit if y'all want, to some of the local stuff happening. But some of the business owners have been complaining that the turnout, like there's not as much business, it's not as busy as they had expected, and some folks went so far as to invest like financially in their business, and including hiring more employees. And so far there's like no turnout, and I don't know. I mean, I know the reason why. Most of the people who are complaining are downtown, or in areas that aren't really known for like people going to those places. They're not an attraction. So yeah, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, people thought people were going to come from other countries and I guess get in a car, or I guess buy a car, not buy a car, but rent a car and drive all around a sprawled out ass city. Too many people in our city, or in our country, in fact, have never left the country. And even when they haven't really been anywhere. So they don't really understand that most of the world who live in cities, I'm not saying most of the world lives in cities, but I'm saying most of the world's population that does live in a city, they live in cities that have, I don't know, things like public transportation that works, like a MRT, buses that actually, get places on time and run like clockwork, they're safe, they're clean. Yeah, the cities aren't sprawled out like here. You can literally, it takes over an hour to drive from one part of Houston to the other part of Houston, over an hour. And speed limit is 65 on our freeway, but no one goes that. And I'm going around 80, 85 for that 1 hour. So give you an idea of just how sprawled out Houston is. I believe people are fans of celebrities who don't know they exist. Those people only care money. Well, yeah, I mean, that is true. People, that's just by definition, right? Like the person who is the celebrity, it's impossible for them to know the hundreds of thousands or millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, even billions of fans that they have. That's just impossible. But that's people care about what they want to care about. They get attached to things. I say let them. Let them do what they want to do. I would really like to see this file. I want to see this file. I don't even know why I tried to use that tool. I actually have a tool that I paid for. Let's use that. Okay, so it's 1,000 pixels, 674. Lossy, 8-bit, 444. So it looks like it kept, well, actually, let's see. Did it keep all of my original metadata? Fortunately, I have the original image on my laptop over there where I normally do all of this stuff. Oh wait, do I? Maybe I don't. Maybe it's in my downloads. Yeah. So yeah, wait. So it started out at 563 kilobytes. So okay, so not Spotify, Shopify, they did something. It's 173 kilobytes when they're in, but it still takes 210 milliseconds to load. Did it actually come from, did I go to the right place? Yeah, I guess I did. It says /CDN, but yeah, that's I would expect that latency to be less than that. But let's see how long it took to load the whole page. How about that? Okay, so and to load the whole page, it took about 400 milliseconds. So let's see, 210 out of 397. So 52% of the time is spent loading that image. So that tells me that focusing on these images might be important. Now, I do understand that I'm focused on this blog. I do understand this is a blog post. Like, why does that matter? Well, it turns out that it's the same website that has the products like this right here. And you see how that right there, you see that? How that took a few seconds for all these to load in? I don't like that. That's what's driving this. It annoys me every single time I come here. I'm just like, why am I waiting? Now, imagine, we don't have to imagine. I'm in Chrome right now. Let's inspect this. There's a way to make this into like a different device or something like that. Not a different device. You can pretend that the network is slower than it is. So let's pretend that we're on fast 4G, which is, that's what most people have, right? I mean, I say most people in America. I understand most people in the world do not have that. So let's pretend. All right. So that seems okay. Let's go to shop. Come to here. Okay. Well, it's cached. So let me disable the cache. I forgot about that. Let me disable the cache so we can see what it's really like. Okay. This is a little bit too long. It's still, the page is still loading. Now, obviously, you can interact with the page, right? Like, you don't have to wait for it to load everything. But just imagine, right? Like, you're on your phone and maybe you don't have fast 4G like this. I don't want to lose out on a cell. That's basically where I'm at. See here, like, that's just too slow. It's just too slow. Yeah, and we're doing it here so we can see all of the different like things that are being loaded and about how long. Oh, what? I forgot. I can't see how long it takes. They don't share that information unless I pay. But I think it's a subscription. Yeah, I'm not paying $15 a month. Do you recognize me? I've been following you since. Yeah, I've recognized the Islamic Circle. I remember the what do you call that? The handle. Yeah, I remember it. So I have some work to do on this site. What I want to avoid doing is doing all this work to transfer it over to my CDN, and maybe I should go ahead and open that up right quick. I have an idea of what I can potentially do to see if it's faster. I should be able to just upload a image. Now I don't think I'm paying for whatever that is on this one, on this particular domain. It's not caching. Gosh, what did it? I forgot where it was, or did they move it? Okay, all right. Maybe they did move it. Okay, this is all right. I don't know how I got here, but sure. So I don't think I'm on a plan right now. It doesn't seem as if there's going to be a speed difference with this. So let's just do this for now. We'll do the, oh wait, use my own storage. Let's go. Okay, I can't do it. Damn it. I don't want to pay for it. Just like, I don't want to pay for it. Fuck it. I don't care. Yeah, to pay $5 just to do a test. I don't know. If I pay $5, then I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna feel obligated to go ahead. Wait, where did my oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna feel obligated to go in and get all these images done, and it's a lot of images. There's more than what you see. There's a lot more than what you see. I don't know if I want to commit to that right now. Actually, I do know. I don't want to commit to that right now at all. It's hundreds of images. And I would have to go to every I would have to go to every single page and do stuff. Oh no, I can't do that right now. Sorry. What I maybe could do is export something off of that computer so that I can try to import it on this computer and share some of it. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, I was able to figure out how to accomplish what I was trying to accomplish. Put it on my desktop. Okay, so all right. I was expecting there would be a file type that would do something, but I guess not. So maybe I need to import it somehow. Import workspace, drag and drop the zipped. Okay, well I didn't need to unzip it. Okay. They should have just made a file, like their own file extension, and just handle it. Oops. Wonder how do you delete this? It's not obvious to me. Whatever. Do I at least have my prompts? Yes, look at that. Perfect. Okay. And do I also have my models? Define. I'm just confirming. Okay. All right. Go ahead and get the update so it'll leave me alone. Why don't I see my local models? Did I not add one? Oh, haha. Okay. All right. It takes some time. I forgot that I have to wait for things sometimes. Okay, so Gemma is being downloaded, and there's another one that I had. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, keeping these machines in sync is a pain in the ass. Which platform is this? When you say that, like, this application is called MSTY Studio. It's honestly, I think it's vibe coded, to be honest. It is a harness, essentially a GUI harness. It has some niceties to it that for workflow that I like, which is why I use it. But it's no different than something like open code, for instance. Well, it is different. I want to lead you on. So let's say that open code, like, it's similar to open code. You could do similar things. Accept that. All right, so same kind of thing here, where you can have different models and all that. But where this comes in handy is it's kind of built around this idea of like I can have these split chats, which I find useful. So for instance, let's see if I can find something on here is local, I'm sure. MLX. Okay, so let's take Quinn. I don't know, let's just put that in there. So I can take my my writer critique, I guess. All right, maybe my fact check. We'll do my fact check. You notice that it plops both of those. Like it has the same information in both, right? And it sends it both, right? So this is happening locally on my machine here on the right, and on the left, it's happening on OpenAI servers. So like obviously the one on the right is going to take a little bit more time because it's happening on my machine, and as you can see, like it's actually using quite a bit of my GPU at the moment. In fact, it's using all of my GPU, 92% of my GPU, according to this right here. All right, and yeah, it's like, all right, please provide the blog article, whatever. So it could do whatever. So I get to judge them both based off of, you know, their responses. What's interesting is that my computer responded at double the rate of tokens per second, but it was still slower, interestingly. Okay, let's come back over to where did it go? All right, so I don't expect the one on the right to do a good job because I haven't set up this. It doesn't have access to tools right now, and I can do that, right? It has a toolbox. I could add that capability. And now that I think about it, maybe I should, but whatever. We'll just see what it comes up with, you know. I just want to see how does it differ from what OpenAI does. The price is I don't know. It's freemium. Like I haven't paid for this because I'm not sure if the value is there for me yet. You know, it does offer some niceties, but it's not. I know it's above the amount where I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I'll pay for it. Yeah, there you go. It's 150 bucks, 350 a lifetime, and that'll be the one that I would purchase. I think this is probably more than I'm willing to pay right now for this. I would pay, I'll pay about 100. You know, if it was $99 for a lifetime license, I would pay that. That's under my, you know, that's my fucking amount. Whatever, I don't care. But yeah. So as you can see, it's doing some work for real on. It's stressing my computer out. 74% of my memory is being used. How much memory? Okay, I'm only 13% memory pressure. Actually, I have a lot of memory free. I have 183 gigabytes of RAM free. This is a small model on the right though. Just keep that in mind. This is a 35 billion parameter model, and it's 4-bit quantized. It's not that big. And here is OpenAI just like spamming me with a whole bunch of shit. Okay, so it's got some, wait, what did I ask it to do? I've already forgotten. What did I ask? You are a senior fact checker. Okay, you're a fact checker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I've seen T Kuan Yin, T Kuan Yi, and I don't know if it's a misspelling. It's always hard for me because I've seen multiple spellings of this, including at the tea shop, where the person who is his language is, I'm like, I don't know which one it is. Okay. And another one of the cool workflows, and I might pay for it for this, is that it has this thing called, I call it a workflow, but they call it a turnstile. The problem is that you can't use it. You can't even see what it's like, which is why I'm kind of apprehensive to give money. I want to be able to see and make sure that this is going to solve my problem before I hand over that kind of money. But they have this blog post generator. It has these things right here. So it gives me an idea of what I can do. And basically, this is what I need. I want steps. So I want this to serve as input to the next step. Right now, I'm just doing it manually. So critical errors, let's see. OpenAI caught 2. This is their latest GPT 5.5 model. And let me confirm, I want to say this is definitely the latest. Oops. I'm not sure why it asked to, like, okay, this is vibe coded. The MIME type for this is an image, and because this is likely an Electron type of app, I actually don't know. We can find out in a moment, but let me do some digging here. Yeah, it's the latest model. I did all that just to confirm it's the latest model. I'm not using Pro. I don't feel the need. So it came up with 2 critical errors. One is that the spelling is using T Kuan Yi instead of T Kuan Yin. So it could just be a misspelling, and it went super high into that. All refer to the same variety. T Kuan Yi refers to the T cultivar finishes. IRTS. Okay. Got it. And this came back with the same thing. Look at that. Oh wait, historical data countries, scholarly and originating in Anxi, Fujian province. Okay, so this gave me back a completely, no it didn't, never mind. These names refer to the same tea style. Yeah, these are very different. They call it very different things. I don't like that. Misleading or unsupported claims. It only caught 2, and I don't know if these are actually valid. I'm just, there are only 2 items in the table, whereas this seems a lot more comprehensive. Is it? I don't know. This could just be, I now need to go and read through a bunch of crap and figure out what's what. On accuracy improvements, it gives me 10 points. I wish that it would have just given it to me bulleted, but hey, whatever, that's fine. This gave me 4. Let's get an idea of what high level. Clarify whether Tiguanyin means cultivar style, origin, or product name. Add actual elevation data for the 2 Dr. Lentees. Mention, actually, I don't agree with this one because this is a blog post. But I haven't read the blog post. This was staged by someone else. And let's be clear, like this was staged, it was AI generated. 100%. So because it's AI generated, I don't trust it. So I'm like, I will try to make some prompts to improve it. I have some assets like books and such that I can tie this into so that I can verify claims and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I've been working on. I've been working on a workflow that can speed up the process because it took me a very long time to do the other blogs. They're all AI generated, right? So like when I'm saying it took me a very long time, I mean it took me a long time to get them even to a point to where they were even like, yes, we can publish this, because they're not necessarily great by default. In fact, let me show that. Let me show that. It's the one we're working on, so we'll preview it. All right, so this is what they all typically end up coming in like. It's just, so what I would typically do is go through, read it, like literally. I'll read it and I'll just take note of what's obviously wrong, what flow I actually want. And I'm taking notes. I have my little pen, I have, notes and shit right here. So I'll take my notes and then I would come in and use my tool Hemingway. So last week or so, I was doing a live stream where I was working on some functions to emulate this. All right, so let me just dump in that text I'll put here. All right, so one of the things that I strive for is I do try to write to a 9th grade level. Now, for whatever reason, I wanted to know, well, how the hell does this determine this is at a 9th grade level? And I figured out some things, and then I started working on some things, and then I got stuck dealing with TypeScript BS until I ended up fixing it fairly easily. I just used VTest. That's where I just used another testing framework, and I'm fine now. So like I can do my what is it? Oops. So I can do that right there, and then it should run my test. All right, cool. So it did some things. So yeah, I don't know, like 2 or 3 streams ago, maybe 4 streams ago, I was doing some research to try to like figure out how is that all working. And I think I have some links in here. Maybe I don't. I thought I did. Okay, I don't. I thought I had links in here. Shit. Okay, well, they're not here. I'll need to add those later. But in any case, the workflow is I will dump the blog post into here. Get a sense for what grade level it's written at. I want to get a sense for where are the errors. So that's what the fact check thing is. That's what this report is. After that, I want to incorporate, basically go and fix the errors. I don't think I have anything for that. I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything that can take a fact check report and then go and do something with it. So maybe that's something I need to do. The problem though is that I don't know if I like this output format. You know, I would want something, and it's also giving me a accuracy score. I don't remember asking for that. Oh, I guess I did. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I remember. All right. Yeah. So we're good. This is important to me. I don't want to make any like false claims. Yeah, so this is getting more into subjectivity, which I thought I guarded against. Yeah, see, I thought I guarded against things like that, but maybe I need to say visual. Okay, let's try to develop something from here. Let's we'll do a new conversation. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Chat GPT for something. Turns out I don't use ChatGPT often, so apparently I'm too out of date. So I have to just, their updater doesn't handle it. So I have to just go to their website and do it this way, which kind of sucks. Or maybe they changed something. I don't know. I don't know why I had to do that. Okay. Wait, what? See, if I could use their new turnstiles thing, I would have a way to put in like say something like report, something like that. I can say report, and then it'll just get substituted in, right? But because I don't want to pay. A lot of this just I don't want to pay for it. I'm going to do it by saying ask for a report. Yeah, ask for the report. Yeah. All right, so this isn't going to be a good prompt. I'm just saving it and I'm going to run it just to see what the output is like. All right, and if the output is shitty, that's fine, right? I'm going to take that output and I'm going to also use that in the prompt for ChatGPT. We're going to use this one. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, this is different. They've changed it. I don't like this. This is broken. The fuck? Y'all saw it here. This was just... Wait, what is this? This is different? Okay, never mind. This is obviously a bug. That should be the same color. Look at that. That looks... Yeah, that looks bad. Anyway, we're going to do the fact corrector. All right, and then I'm going to give it the article, which should be in my memory. That's the original article. And I'll make it clear, original. All right, cool. Now it should ask for a report. Okay, all right, cool. Let's go get it. We'll take this report. Gemma is useless. Why don't you use Kimmy model? I don't really have a... I use whatever. I'm trying them all out, really. Part of the cool thing about this tool is that you can see which models give you the output that you like the best. And, you know, get the prompt and all that kind of stuff iterated on. And once you like it, it has versions, right? And let me show that. So in this prompt studio, notice here, there's a version here. So as I iterate, I can have versions. And once I have something that I like, I can tie a prompt to a model, which I think is pretty powerful, right? So let's say, for instance, that I noticed that this particular prompt that works better was Kimmy. And another prompt that works better was Gemma. Another prompt that works better was OpenAI. I can do that, and I don't have to think. I can just make that a part of the workflow, and it'll just automatically, you know, do the thing. So I'll have a mix of local and remote. So I'm doing hybrid right now. At least that's the goal for this blog stuff. The goal is to be able to take whatever Yanni stages and then get it to a point to where it's closer to what I'm willing to publish. And then I can then come in and do whatever little small edits, adjustments I need to do before I publish it. That's kind of where I'm going. So it did something. Now, because I didn't read the original article, I don't know. I don't know what it did. Let's go and read the original article though, because we have it open. Okay, Tigwayin. Okay, it fixed that. Oh no, it didn't. It's still the same. Tigwayin, often translated as Iron Goddess of Mercy, Iron Goddess of Mercy, or Iron. I don't know if we need this one. I'm gonna remove that one, maybe. Oh, maybe not. This will be good for SEO. It's one of the most celebrated names in Chinese oolong tea. Now, notice that it did fix this. This was all bolded for whatever reason. it removed that, which I'm glad it did. So it only bolded this right here and this right here, and it got rid of that crap right there. So it's known for its orchid-like fragrance. Natural orchid fragrance. Yeah. Okay. Smooth texture. Yeah. Tigwanian traditionally traced to Anshi, Fujian province. Tigwanian. Yeah, I'm glad that it. Yeah. See right here, I hate the style of writing. I want the subject, the thing that's most important, to be up front, to lead. Right. For whatever reason, I know why. In some cases, you do want to stress a location, and that's what they're doing here. Like, location and then the stuff. In this case, T and then the location. I like that. With origins often placed in Qing Dynasty, roughly the 18th century. That doesn't. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. The 18th century. I have a book too, but I'm gonna see if I can find the information on the internet before I go to a book. I see 18th. I saw it, so maybe that's right. No, I don't see it anymore. I thought I saw 18 somewhere. History, maybe. During the Qing Dynasty. Okay, well let's do some research. Okay, so it's definitely within the realm of the Qing Dynasty, from 1636 to 1912. All right, well sure, it's plausible at least. 18th century would be 1700s. Okay. All right, yeah, I suppose that's plausible. Oh yeah, fine, I'll take it. Did I have that in here? I shouldn't say that I have that in here. I didn't write this. Forward 300 years, subtract 300. Yeah, that makes sense. That's about right. Okay. Today, the name can refer to several related things: the famous Anshi Oolong, the Tigwaying tea cultivar, and teas made in a Tigwaying style. Okay. Then we get into what Taiwanese producers have done. Okay, so we have where it's from, kind of the history of where it's from, as well as kind of like what it is, what it looks like. Then we have who makes it, and some more information on the details, like the characteristics of the environment. It's high elevation, or it can be higher elevation. And I don't know if, yeah, I don't need that. So this is gonna go away. And I'm gonna change this to be what I'm using everywhere else. Basically make it a tagline so that I don't have to keep going down this path. And I want this to be an actual URL to the right thing, to our Oolong collection. I think it is right now. Yeah, it is. It's just the link didn't carry over to here. All right, and now we have how does it compare to other oolongs? Common origin, Nanto. Okay. So this right here, I don't know if I want any of that. In fact, I know I don't want any of that. We'll delete it. Reason for that is like I have product pages. They can just, we can put the same info on the product page. Just no need. Okay, so we got how to brew, what to look for, and okay, perfect. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna do a new thingamabob. I would love when they finally add keyboard shortcuts. I have to use the UI. I hate using this. It's so much moving around. All right, and someone asked if why don't I use Kimmy? Sure, whatever. No, this is Kimmy Dev. I don't think that's a good move for that. I'll use Quinn, and we're gonna do the yeah, we're gonna do the writer critique. No, we'll do this. We'll do the content, whatever I don't even know what I called it, but we'll do that. All right, and it wants me to paste the article, and it's ready. Remember, the one on the right is running locally, even though it's a different model. I think Misty Studio handles the loading and the unloading. So just keep in mind that all of that time that it took is not just it doing work. It also had to load it into memory, which means it also had to unload the last one that was in memory. Because if we look at this, I still have the same amount free. Okay, so do that. Another thing that I'm noticing is that the one on the left seems faster, and it probably is faster. But I want to be clear that it's streaming, so it gives the impression that it's faster. Meanwhile, the one on the right, it has to do the whole thing, like it's not actually streaming it. But 60 tokens per second, it's not too bad. Let's see what I'm able to get on little Quinny Quinn. Also, let's see what this did. Sorry, I was looking for where it started, so I can compare. So it didn't change the headers at all, and that's what I was expecting. Did I just run? Okay, I'll have to read the actual words. I forgot I ran the readability. I thought I ran the other one. So I was looking at this output. It's like, this isn't right. But I had to actually read the words. So I see. Okay, so let's go to 2, summary of major reader. Oh, this is a summary. I don't want that. Or maybe I do want that. Oh, it did it. Okay, I see what it did. It put a 2. I don't know why I did it that way. Okay, so it broke long sentences into shorter, clearer ones, reduced passive voice when it was practical, replace them. Yeah, whatever. Sentence lengths and structure, broke long multi-clause sentences. Basically the same thing. These are saying the same thing. Passive voice reduction, literally the same thing. Adverb, redundancy removal. Okay, I guess the other one didn't do that, but I would have to read them both to rate them. And I need to do that. I will do that. Just not on stream. Paragraph, scannability, fixes concrete language, terminology. Yeah, same thing, yeah. They used abstract wording, simpler phrasing. Estimated reading grade after revision, 8 to 9, 8 to 9. I don't know, it's just bullshit, probably. Sentences that could be simplified without losing accuracy. It's orchid-like fragrance. When brewed Gong Fu style, cooler, mistier. Look, I love this. I love this. Cooler, mistier, cooler, mistier. So in situations like this is where things could get interesting. Where if I ask multiple models the same thing and they all come back and they report, within the gist, right? The same thing. Maybe that's the thing that I take seriously, or I rank that particular suggestion more highly. I need to make a system for this. Obviously, I'm just now getting started on this because, man, doing the blogs, man, it was starting to piss me off. I'll show that right quick. Here are the other ones. All right, so there are a few, and yeah, I don't want to do it again. So that's what this is for. So I have a strong incentive to get this working. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take all of this, throw in a new one. We'll call this readability improvement. I don't know if it's an improvement. We'll call it step. To acknowledge that it may not be an improvement. Okay. Now we will do a new conversation here. Same model. I'm doing the same one on the same side so that it's consistent for me. We'll use Quinn again. This time, let's do the writer critique. Okay, let's plop that in there. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do it that way. I don't like why did they do this heading that way? That was weird. We don't want any of those. All right, so from here, what I'm expecting it to do is give me a report. Oh, that's what this is, producing a report. Take this report, and I have another thingamajig that will take the report along with the original article, make the changes, and then yeah. And what I should be doing is taking both of these. I'm not doing a good job. I should be taking both, like as I go, each one of these steps. I should be copying both outputs and keeping track. I'm not doing that because I can always go back and just copy it, because it's always the last output. Just go back and copy it to see what this would have gotten. Now, where I'm keen to see where they align is on the grade. All right, OpenAI gave it a B+. My local model gave it a B. In my opinion, that's the same. Like, I don't care about the plus minus crap. The same. So that does give me some assuredness. And again, the reason why I'm testing both is that eventually, even though I'm doing a hybrid approach now where I'm doing a mix of local and provider, remote provider, I want to get to a point where I can do it mostly local. So I gotta, just make sure I observe the quality of what it's doing here. Is it doing things that I like? If not, how can I get it to do things that I like? That type of thing. All right, let's see what it says. The biggest weakness: missing post-purchase guidance. CTAs route to generic collection pages rather than specific SKUs. Is that true? Oh, okay, yeah, that is true now. Oh wait, no, that's not true. That it is true now. I forgot that I'm working with two different articles. I have the actual article that's here, that's in preview, which does have that, but remember I deleted that. So I gotta remember to make sure that one of these links doesn't just go to Oolong collection. Maybe I'll go to our Tigani collection if we have more than one. I don't know if we do. No, we only have one. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and take that and make a new one. So this whole step that I'm doing, if I pay for it and I use the turnstiles feature, then I won't have to do all of that. This isn't the right one. Okay. Gonna go on to the previous step, basically, and do it again. So what I'm looking for is to give me a score, whether it's A minus, A plus. I don't really care. Just anything that gets published, it needs to have an A. Now, what I write myself, that can get an A. So you know, AI stuff should at least get an A. So still at a B. Maybe I'm gonna lower my threshold. I'll accept a B. Actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna end up having to actually write, which is fine. This still helps. It's less writing than I had to do in the past. Yeah, some of these issues are not relevant because I've already decided that a lot of this content that's in the blog is really going to be repurposed to be my product descriptions on the product page. So somehow this got worse. I believe it was a B minus last time, or B plus. Yeah. So it went from a B plus to a B. So it got worse. Oh, and yeah, this right here. Like, I normally fix that though. That's fine. Okay, whatever. I don't care too much. I'm gonna take the next step and do the thing here. The reason why I don't care too much is because, again, like, this is an iteration type of thing. I don't expect this to just be what I want initially. I have a humanizer. I wonder if I submit this, will it wait? I don't want to. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I guess it will. I guess it'll wait. And what I mean by that is this one on the right is doing some stuff. So will it do the stuff when it's done? My hope is yes. It did not. Oh man, it didn't do it. Ah, shit. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and do it here. And I think it'll just ignore it on this side. Yeah, perfect. So they haven't really finished this app. It's not worth 150. I'm not paying 150 for this application. realizing that I should not copy from notes directly because it doesn't copy rich text. It's copying it as plain text, which, as you can see, is very annoying. All right, the table, they went from using numbers to using light, medium, and I like that style more. The problem is that this is in Markdown. I can't use Markdown because that'll be too much effort to format. So I'm going to copy it from here. And hopefully that works. Yeah, that did work. Okay, yeah, that worked. How do I delete the table though? Okay, I think I got it. I guess it's doing stuff.
It's not doing a good job of following the instructions. to remove this column, mainly because it's too much information in the table. Okay, I think I'm at a good stopping point for this blog. It's not publishable. I'm not saying that, but I think this is a good point to iterate from. So I'm going to leave this as is because I need to actually read through it and take my notes. And I also got to ask my business partner to go through and make sure there's no inaccuracies. He's actually the team master, so he knows all this stuff. So yeah, I've been here for 2.5 hours. I could stick around. I could do some reaction style stuff. I'm using the word could very deliberately because I could do those things, but I'm not. I'm about to go sit on the floor over there and do yoga. I may be back a little bit later this evening, maybe, probably not. But if I am, I will see y'all later. Until then, peace.